Hi, it's Clara here from ultimatephysiquetraining.com, where I help women in their 40s, 50s and 60s get stronger, fitter and healthier through strength training, fitness, lifestyle and nutrition. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video. I'm really excited about this video because guess what? I am taking you out of my living room and I am taking you with me to the gym. Yes, you are going to go to the gym with me this time round, okay? So I've had a lot of requests for me to do gym-based exercises or exercise routines and everything, which I was gonna come to, eventually in this channel. What I've been focusing on really is beginners, people starting out, or people who really cannot stand the gym. They want to train more from home using simple equipment. But this time round, it's going to be different. You're going to come with me to do a leg routine with me and everything. I didn't have a lot of time to work out on this particular session. I had about an hour, but you can see what you can actually squeeze in within an hour in the gym, especially when you're time restricted. Now, what I was doing in that particular session was almost coming to the end of my strength building phase, which I'd done for 8 weeks. And I was doing I've completed that phase now. I was doing what we call a 5-5 or 5x5 strength training system, where the first we focus on compound movement. So you'll see me doing the first exercise of this routine is a heavy compound exercise. I go as heavy as I can and everything, and I do about 5 repetitions, I do 5 repetitions for 5 sets with about 90 seconds rest in between. Once you do that heavy set or that heavy segment of that first exercise, then I switch it up to higher repetitions, and the rest of the leg exercises were more towards the higher end of the rep range, about 15 repetitions for 3 sets. I even reduced the sets and everything. Really fantastic, efficient way to get a workout done within an hour. And everything, because we're really honing in on more of the compound movement at the beginning and everything. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to comment below and I will jump in there and answer any questions that you might have and everything. Try and follow along the best you can. I will come back afterwards with a commentary on how I think, or my suggestions on how you can add this to your programming on your leg day. But remember, what we're doing here and what we focus on in this channel is really about strength building for women over 40. So when you're doing these exercises, just think about, I'm building muscle, I'm building strength. So without further ado, let's get on with the video and I shall see you on the other side. So here we are. First exercise, barbell squats or barbell back squats. I've got the bar across my back. My feet are about just outside of the hips, not exactly hip width apart, outside of the hips. And I take my time to set up. Okay, so a squat, as we know, is a sitting motion. So what you do is you exaggerate the glutes going back, and for me, they're going back towards, there's a back wall where I was, and I make sure that my knees are absolutely stable. I'm looking straight ahead, chest up, and I drive through the heels as I come up. And here's a view from the front. You can see I try and keep my knees as stable as possible. My thighs go about parallel to the floor. I'm not looking up, I'm looking straight ahead. Here's another view again. And I really focus on the muscles working, focus on the movement and the technique. So here is where you do about 5 repetitions. Okay, here we go. Second exercise are RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, using our barbell. Again, I'm taking my time to set up. I'm standing on my feet about hip width apart, shoulders up and back. I bend my knees as I bend forward, so my arms are in just like almost like a straight position, so I'm not bending the elbows or dragging that weight up. The weight comes towards my shins and I drive up with force and snapping that hip slightly forward as I come up. And my focus really is to just bring those hips or my bum towards that back wall. So as far as I can towards the back wall, engaging the hamstrings and the glutes all the time. So my mind is on the muscle all the time. So remember, this exercise is targeting the glutes and hamstrings and a little bit of the back. So we keep going with that. We do about 15 repetitions, 3 sets. We're watching the form all the time, looking straight ahead and coming up, squeezing on the glutes. Okay, next exercise is a dumbbell front squat with heels raised on a plate. So I'm using 1 plate here, I think, if I recall correctly. Now the point of this exercise is it targets the quadriceps. So a really good exercise to develop the quadriceps. The tempo is 1 up and 1 down. I'm not coming all the way up like a traditional squat. I go almost thighs parallel to the floor, right? And by raising the heels on a plate, we target the quadriceps. Okay, so that's the whole point of raising the heel. And the dumbbell is close to my chest. I look straight ahead and focus on that blood flowing into the quadriceps. Okay, our final exercise is a dumbbell plie squat with heels raised on 2 plates. My toes are kind of facing outwards. I get ready, I take my time in the setup, I pick up that weight and go into a standing position, arms completely straight and the dumbbell close to my body. As I squat down, I aim for the dumbbell to go all the way to the floor. My knees go outwards as I squat down, and I am focusing on the quad sweep or the outer quads and the inner thighs. And of course, the glutes and hamstrings also come into play. The tempo is 1 up and 1 down, and you can see the pain in my face. Okay, so we're now on the other side. I hope you enjoyed that video. You were able to have a snippet of what I do in the gym and everything. A very, very doable but challenging leg routine. But remember what I said at the beginning of the video, the whole point of you guys following me or you guys subscribing to this channel is to learn how to build strength for women over 40. So all of our mindset is into strength building. Of course, what comes with that is that you shape your body, you lose body fat, etc. That's all the kind of advantages of focusing on strength training. Now, how should I build this into my program, Clara, is the question I imagine that you're asking, right? So as a standalone workout routine, you can just do that and just follow that and everything. As it was working the whole leg, we were working the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings. You can actually, would I recommend you repeat it? You can repeat it twice a week. You could, bit harsh on the legs, but at least once a week you could do that type of routine and everything. Really, whatever you do, hone in on the technique, especially for those squats. I will do some in-depth some in-depth tutorials on how to do barbell squats, so squats in the gym at a later date. So yeah, so really hone in on the technique for each of the exercises. Another thing I will say is, because I film myself, sometimes it is very difficult for me to get the angles correct. I'm still kind of getting used to where to put my tripod, etc. And also remember, I have to take into consideration when I'm in the gym that there's other people around me and everything. So I place my tripod in the best placement as I could. But if you do have any questions in terms of technique, please again just post them below and I will get back to you. But I'm really happy that you went through that routine with me. You saw what I do in the gym, and as I said, a really nice and efficient way of doing you know, getting a leg workout within an hour, which is quite tough sometimes, you know, and everything. Okay, so first exercise that I did, which was the squat, we did that for we did 5 sets for 5 repetitions. So that is your big compound movement. Okay, so that was the barbell squat. And then after that, each and every exercise that you saw after that was done for 3 sets of 15 repetitions, okay, with about 60 seconds, maybe a little bit more rest in between. Just go by how you feel. If you're panting for breath, etc., just have a little bit of a longer break and everything. If you've got more energy, then you can shorten the break in between sets. Okay, so that's kind of how I set it out. In terms of a warm-up, I just did a very simple kind of warm-up, just you know, just body weight squats, that sort of thing, a little bit of stretching, and then I got on with the workout. I do not do cardio before I do any of my strength routines. Okay, cardio is done on a separate day. Okay, and I don't even do cardio after that session. In fact, I didn't have time that particular day. So yeah, so that's the way you kind of build it into your routine. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment below, please share, please like, and I will see you in my next video, God willing. Please also let me know what type of videos you would like to see, whether you are enjoying the content. So have a great day wherever you are. God bless you, and I shall see you in my next video. Take care and bye-bye.